Hey, House Church leaders. This is Andrew coming to you from my basement on Wednesday afternoon. Good to be with you here. Hey, it used to be that back in the day when we communicated to House Church leaders, I would kind of record a little video like this, and the video would include little bits of advice, tips and instructions, heads up on stuff that's happening around Bloom, information about what's going on in Bloomland, and all that. And as our community's grown, we've had to change up our community communication strategy rather quite drastically, which has sometimes had the effect we've found of making house church leaders feel a little bit out of the loop on stuff. So, sometimes we'd speak specifically to you guys about stuff that you needed to know, but then when it came to talking to you about stuff that was going on broadly in Bloomland, you were maybe sometimes out of the loop on some of that stuff. And so, as we've talked about what we need to do to just keep this community of leaders at Bloom dialed in and engaged, Rusty and some others have come up with the suggestion that it'd be good for house church leaders to hear specifically from me sometimes on the cool stuff that's happening kind of in Bloomland. So that's what this video is all about. Every few weeks or so, maybe once a month, I'll shoot you a little video that just kind of keeps you updated on neat stuff that is going on. To that extent, one neat kind of announcement that we wanted to pass on your way is for the last year and a half or so, a wonderful couple has been with us they're actually now house church leaders with us, Janelle and Baird Ramsey. And Janelle, if you don't know her story, in a nutshell, Janelle was training for ordination through the Church of the Nazarene. And for a variety of reasons, that journey of hers just kind of stalled out. And so she's been in kind of this funny place of trying to figure out, okay, I love the church, but I don't exactly know, God, what you're doing with my journey or my story. And so when I first met with Janelle and Baird, the big encouragement that I had for them was, hey, just take what you are and let's plant it deeply in the soil of what Bloom is, through volunteerism, whatever, and let's just see what grows up. And if it feels like the Holy Spirit is breathing on something there, then maybe we'll start opening more doors for stuff to happen. And as Janelle and Baird have been with us, we've just seen a lot of fruitfulness out of them. And so at the end of last year, I approached Janelle and just basically said, look, we just love what we've seen out of you, and we believe in the call that's on your life, and we want to see what happens if we take what you are and embed it more deeply in the culture of Bloom. And what that would look like, I said, was if you'd be willing to do it, would be basically a volunteer, unpaid staff position where we bring you into our staff meeting. We start creating some work around you, some projects around you, and we just kind of see what kind of fruitfulness is there. And as before, if the Holy Spirit really seems to be breathing on it, then we'll just continue to follow that wherever it goes. So as of basically January 1st, Bloom finally has its first official female staffer, which the truth is, when we look at Janelle, we don't go, oh, this is really great, we've got a female staffer. We look at Janelle and we go, this is really great, we've got another excellent team member with us. And it just so happens that she's a female, which is amazing. We had this idea that it would improve the maturity level of our staff by at least 6,000% instantaneously. It didn't really have the effect of doing that, but we really believe that we're going to be really fruitful with her around. So that's a huge yay for us. We wanted to pass that along to you. We're not really going to announce it at Bloom until we have something more tangible to present to people. So we don't want to get up in front of Bloom and go, hey, we've got this gal, she's going to do some stuff with us. We're not really sure yet. We'd love to get up in front of them and say, hey, we've been doing this for a while, and it seems like this is the role that's been carved out for her, and so we're going to bring her on to do X, Y, Z. So we'd like to be clearer or have something that's a little bit more tangible when we present it to the congregation. But we thought that you'd be interested in knowing that, wanted to pass that along to you. As always, if you ever need anything, you know who to reach out to. Rusty always, and you can also reach out to me if you need anything. We love you. We're so grateful that you serve in our community. Grace, mercy, and peace be with you.